So I apologize for not making a video in about a week. First of all, I had a birthday and I spent the whole weekend with my friends and family. And then I got really sick and I've been coughing like crazy with this really bad congestive cough, and I'm just starting to get over it now, hopefully. And I feel like I can finally do some videos. So let's do Parasyte The Maxim episode 24 review, the final episode. What goes on in this episode is, well, Migi has this visits Shinichi in his dream and tells him that he is done with living, essentially, and says that he was in a new conscious state inside of Goto's body where he experienced new feelings, new thoughts, and now he doesn't really know what to make of them, and he wants to he wants to process these thoughts for forever, I guess, and go into an indefinite sleep. And Shinichi is supposed to forget about this when he wakes up, but he doesn't, and he's all sad over it. And he spends the most of the episode pondering about human life and the relations of humans and other creatures like dogs, and like what makes us so special. Why do we have the gall to do what we do, and so forth. And he meets up again with Murano, or I'll call her Satomi now since they were on a first name basis. And Satomi and him go out on a date, and just some flirting and walking, and then finally the serial killer sees Shinichi and Satomi, and he tricks Shinichi with the old "follow me and lose me, and I'm gonna double around and attack your girlfriend from behind." And that's pretty much what he does. He slips through a crack. Shinichi follows him through the crack. Shinichi comes out the other side of the crack and doesn't know where he is, and he just ran around the building and got Satomi. And he holds her at knife point on the roof. When Shinichi gets to him, he can't do anything, except for like cry and panic and stuff. He feels weak without Migi, and Murano gives him the courage. Or Satomi, she says that, well, first she's scared to death, but the serial killer tries to appeal to Shinichi, telling him that I think the guy's name is Urugami, and he says that humans are naturally cannibals and we're monsters and warriors and all things of that nature. It's human nature to kill, and by killing people, all he does is he reduces the population, which is what the Earth wants humans to do. Because if humans kill each other, then there's less population, no issues with humans overcrowding the Earth. It's natural, he says. That's his argument. And Shinichi is like, no, and that's crazy. He's like, no, you're just like me. You're not gonna lie. You understand. And Murano gets so pissed off, and Satomi, she just starts saying like, Shinichi, you're nothing like this monster here. You're the kind, Shinichi-kun. Humans love one another, and they care about all forms of life. And she appeals to Shinichi, and the serial killer is like, yeah, go ahead, go get the cops, and when you come back, you'll see what kind of pieces of your girlfriend are left. And Shinichi kind of just loses it and rushes him and takes the knife in his left arm, like the bicep, and with his right hand he knocks the guy over. And knocks. Well, he takes it with the knife in the left arm, smacks him out of the way, and then goes to get Murano, Satomi, from falling off the side of the building. And that's when she falls really far and he can't reach her. He's like, no, and he is just like crying and can't believe that he failed and that she's gonna die and whatever. And we see a little bit of like a dream sequence with him and Migi, kind of, and kind of just like Migi saying like, oh, like you owe me for this one, or something like that. And when we come back to reality, we see that Shinichi's hanging over the side with Murano on his arm. And so we're supposed to think that Migi stretched his arm and caught Murano and Satomi and brought her back up. I keep calling him Murano because I'm so used to calling her that, but Satomi is a very pretty name, actually. And he that he grabbed her, he must have, because there's no way that Shinichi could have reached that far. So for a split second, Miki came back to life just to help Shinichi get his girlfriend back, and Shinichi pulls her up to the rooftop, and people come up there and they see two other bodies that Urugami killed, a teacher and a student, I think it was, that were fooling around the rooftop, and and these people think, oh no, like there's four bodies on the roof, or three, or whatever it was, and oh, they said there's two here and three over there, but Satomi and Shinichi aren't dead, so they're just fine, and they kind of like lay there in each other's arms for a second, or she's in his arms, and he's like holding her and everything, and she's just saying, he talks about the dog and how how he took the dog out of the trash can and buried him afterwards, and Satomi was like, I know, because you're a Shinichi, that's who you are. He's not the monster that he always thought he was. And yeah, so hair on my way again. But yeah, this was a nice episode. I liked it, just because Shinichi and Satomi really kind of feel like a couple now, and the Miki had good closure to his story. I mean, the reason that he decides to just stop living is kind of weak, but I mean, he's a peculiar alien that really has always been about like knowledge, and he's always been curious and things of that nature, so I guess it kind of makes sense. And the serial killer Urugami was a perfect way to show the worst of humanity, and to be that opposite to what Shinichi is in reality, and what he's been afraid that he was the whole time, which was a monster. So we saw that he was the real monster, and Shinichi was just a guy that was being tortured by all these issues. And it was a happy ending, and who doesn't love a happy ending? I know I love happy endings. So yeah, the whole series in itself has been about the struggle of humans and monsters. What's a human? What's a monster? Where does the line begin and end? And just how emotional the character development has been in the show, and just how exciting with the action scenes, and it's been very atmospheric, very full of drama. I just thought the show was fantastic. Overall, the whole series for me gets a 9 out of 10. I really, really enjoyed Parasyte The Maxim. This final episode gets an 8 out of 10 for me, just because I thought it was wrapped up nicely, and I kind of liked the progression of the characters, and they have hammered that point throughout the whole series. What is it to be a human? What is it to be a monster? Are we really doing the right things, living with polluting and overpopulation and all things of that nature? In the final episode, it kind of feels a little forced that Shinichi's talking about it so much, but they had to get the point across that that's the important theme of the show, and really the whole series making you think about these issues, these questions, especially when Ryoko, when that parasite woman was part of the episode, she just had so many good arguments and philosophies, and her character trying to learn and understand everything was just brilliant. So yeah, for the great characters, for the great story, for the great action, and for the drama and the psychology of it all, this series gets a 9 out of 10 for me. And yeah, fantastic. Watch it, and this final episode was good too. So great way to end the series. So that's going to be my review on it, and yeah, so thanks for watching this review. Please rate the video and comment below about whatever you want to comment about on this episode or on the series, and subscribe for more videos in the future. I'll be doing the 7 Deadly Sins video soon, and then the One Piece manga review will follow after, and then I'll be caught up. Thanks. Have a nice day.